Are you ready? Because he's ready. It's Master Jeff, martial arts expert, instructor extraordinaire, and general clown. He's not afraid of coronavirus. He's not afraid of the bad guys. Master Jeff is not afraid of anything.
Morning, Zogies. Looks like it's just the hard knuckle wades this morning. Pound it right there, girl. Don't leave me hanging. Poof. There we go. Well, it's 8:12 already. It is a Pal Gwe day, so you and me will detail these bad boys today. And what do you say we start with some Tai Chi? I always like starting with that Tai Chi. In fact, since it's just you and me, let's start with a little Shuju. What do you think? And it starts with all our Tai Chi undos anyway. Then we'll just do the Taekwondo part kind of slowly. So here we go. So to me, do you want me to do it from the back or mirror image? I'm going to do it from the back, okay? So I'm going to start right here. Chumbi. And Kokyunage. Aikiundo. Sayuundo. High block. Udafuriundo. And Kokyunage. Aikiundo, Sayuundo, high block into Udafuri Undo, and Kokyunage. Then we turn it around, and I'm going to skip back a little bit. Remember, I'm standing in front of you like in class, right? And then we kick, step down, walk, turn around, side kick, middle block, cut through, down block, pull through, inside block, back fist. Turn to the side a little. Open hand, flip it over, Nikyo, flip it over, Nikyo. Keep your Nikyo going. Ridge hand, parry, ridge hand, parry. Then we twist, step through, and turn around. Now we go the other way. Kick, step down, walk, turn around, side kick, middle block, cut through, down block, cut through, inside block, back fist. Open your hand, Nikyo. Nikyo, keep your Nikyo going. Ridge hand, parry, ridge hand, parry. And then this hand comes around, scoops up your left hand, and back to ready. So how'd you do? You still remember it from last night? Sure, okay, cool. So now I have to wait 30 seconds for your response if you actually made it through it. I'm going to go ahead and do the whole form. Just count on the fact you're doing okay with it. I don't know if you have room to go side to side and watch the computer. I hope you do. Maybe you got the table out of the way. I don't know. But let's go through that bad boy one more time. I'll do it from the back. And I think I'll start in the middle or maybe just a little over that way. Here we go. Cool, cool. All right, let's balance a little bit. I'm a little cold. Yeah, sure, cool. Okay, good. So I'm going to try this thing. It's a good hamstring warm up. Ah, I lost it. Lost my balance. All right, let's try the other side. Ooh, a lot better on that side. Now I'm going to stretch out a little bit too. Little tight this morning. Always at the end of the week, I really start getting banged up and worn out and tired. Probably lack of calories. Got to try to keep my metabolism up today and burn some fat. At this point in your life, you don't need to worry about that. You need to worry about eating so you can grow and making sure that that food turns into muscle and bone instead of fat by being active, which you definitely are, as evidenced by your presence now. All right. So I'm going to wait for your response, Zoe. Which Paul guys do you already know with 100% certainty all the way through, as well as you know the Pyongans? And for those Paul guys, we'll just run through them. For the other Paul guys, I'll do a quick explanation for you or even detail them. So tell me real quick which Paul guys you're absolutely certain of. Yes. Subscribe and like this video. Right now, Zoe's the only one watching live. But if you are someone who is watching this video later, we would much appreciate it if you would just hit that little subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever we post a new video. And of course, you want to hit that like button. We would appreciate that very much. So Zoe, tell me which Paul guys you already know with 100% certainty. I'm waiting on your response. While I'm waiting, I'm going to get a little water. I did not make any yak bile. I've already had enough yak bile this morning. Homeless guy socks ditch water. One, okay. You only know one with complete certainty. All right, so let's just blast through one, then I'll give you a quick tutorial for the rest of them. Don't have COVID-19, just choked on a little water. All right, Paul guy one. And let's knock out a TWACKS. Oh, wait a minute. Paul got 1, 2, 2, 2. So you also know 2. Okay, we'll blast through that one, but let's do our TWACKS, baby girl. And here we go. So we'll burn on down through Pal Gwe 2 as well. Here we go. All right, let's knock out a TWACKS. All righty. All right, so Pal Gwe 3, and I could have sworn that I ticker cam plugin logo 150. Could have sworn I put a Pal Gwe in here. Wait a minute. Look at there. Pal Gwe 3, aka the Frankenstein form. Can you see that? You got basic 1 first, then you've got basic 2, except for the punch on the key up, where you do a punch instead of a high block. So it starts off like basic 1 and it's straight up basic 1. Then it's like basic 2, except punch on the key up. That can also be considered a little bit of, okay, this can also be considered, Zoe, the basic 2 here can also be considered somewhat like Pyongan 1, except with Pyongan 1 you have 2 exceptions. Number 1, you don't do this. And number 2, instead of a middle punch, it's a high punch. But you can just remember in Pal Gwe 3, the punch follows the level of the block. I know a little of 3. Okay, very good. And then Pyongan 2 up at the top bar. It's Pyongan 2, except all in a straight line. You see? So you just do 4 of these. In Pyongan 2, you go that way for number 2 and number 4. In Pal Gwe 3, you go straight ahead. And then it's like basic 3, but lots of fancy stuff. And we'll review that before we start. And then finally, at the end, it's like Pal Gwe 2, except punches only, no kicks. So let's go over that, the quote basic 3 part when you're coming back down the middle. So you just did your Pyongan 2, right? We got our key on. We just did our Pyongan 2, middle block, middle block, middle block, middle block. Now we do a basic 3, turn around, basic 3. Then you walk backwards for 2 steps. Inside block, back stance, inside block, back stance, and then you do a back stance, inside, outside. You step back, inside block, back stance, and then turn around for another basic 3. I'm going to do it from the side. So I started the form this way, did my key up, height, 4 middle blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of like Pyongan 2. Now I'm headed back down the middle. Basic 3, basic 3. And I step back. Inside block, back stance. Inside block, back stance. And then inside block, shift your body, outside block. Right? One more time. Basic 3, basic 3. Inside, 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 outside. And then just like Pal Gwe 2, except punches only. Like basic 3, but not basic 3 at all. Yeah, you use a technique from basic 3. That's about it. Okay, let me just shrink this again. I wish I'd have found this the other day. And you know what, Zoe? I'm going to leave this up here in case you can use it during the form. I don't think that'll get in your way at all. So now let's burn down this bad boy. I'll go nice and slow. We'll walk through it. Then you'll be able to add basic 3 to that list. I mean, Pal Gwe 3 to the list. Okay, so here we go. For me, basic 1. Now basic 2, except punch at the end. Now Pyongan 2, except a straight line. Now basic 3, but not basic 3. Outside, outside. Inside, 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 outside. Now Pal Gwe 2 with no kicks. And you do key up at the end. So your key ops are the end of your basic 2 thing and then the last move of the form. That's because in the usual key up spot, you did an inside, outside, you ended on a block, so you don't key up there. So what do you think? Can you now add Pal Gwe 3 to your list of known Pal Gwe forms? I think you can. You think you got the form? Okay. We're going to do it one more time, just to hammer it in. This time I'm not going to narrate. I'll just be there in case you need me, and I'll make this thing appear again in case you need it, but I don't think you will this time. Or would you rather me narrate so you don't have to watch me? That's what I'll do. I will narrate so you don't necessarily have to watch me, but you can watch if you want, and you can check your notes. But let's do Pal Gwe 3 one more time so you can add it to that list. Here we go. So basic 1. Basic 2 with a punch. Come on, 2 in a straight line. Basic 3, but not. Pal Gwe 2, punches only. Puddle. So what do you think? I think I got the form. No narrate. Oops. I just narrated. So I'm going to do my TWACKS. If you want to, you can replace your TWACK with doing Pal Gwe 3 all on your own. But I'd like to see in the chat if you really think you can add that to your list so you can go Pal Gwe 1, 2, 3. And here goes the TWACK. All right. So, Pal Gwe 4. No, that's okay. All right. So, I want to see a 3. If you think you've got it now for sure, write me a 3. Yes, I can add that one. Awesome. Awesome. Very awesome. Okay, so I'm going to hide this description here. You know, Zoe, do you like this thing? Does this thing help? Maybe it does. Maybe perhaps I should actually write one up for each one of the Pal guys, huh? Okay, so Pal Gwe 4, we'll go over that bad boy too. Pal Gwe 4 is the one that is closely related to Pyongan 2, since it starts with this double block thing. Only in Pal Gwe 4, Your arm is like a guy named Paul. This is Pyongan, fancy word, fancy technique. This is like muscle man, Pal Gwe, a guy named Paul. Right there. So Pal Gwe 4, 1, drop, uppercut. Then instead of pull back punch, you're going to do a twist and chop. So mirror image to you. 1, 2, 3, skip over. 1, whoops, 2, 3. That's at the top and at the middle bar. So you got a freebie there. Going down the middle, I'm just going to do it, I'll do it going sideways. So I did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now I skip the middle block. Then it's like Pyongan 3, only you kick first. So you kick, spear hand down, hammer fist punch. And on the way back, skip middle block, same thing, kick, spear hand, except you go up, hammer fist punch. So starting, you go down, ending, you go up. It's like a tree growing. Seed, big tree. And then at the end, super easy breezy. Down block, horse stance, scoot over, front stance, punch. Down block, horse stance, scoot over, front stance, punch. If you kept doing this, because of the width of the front stances, you'll keep backing up until you fall off the cliff. All right, so that's Pal Gwe 4, you and me. Let's try that bad boy together. I remember the form now. I know a few parts of 4. Remember the form now. Awesome, so let's do Pal Gwe 4. To me. Seat up. Always leave a little space. Remember your space so you can skip. All right, let's blast the twack, G. I'm doing my push-ups slightly crooked, doing them like this, because this pec is not growing as much as this pec. This booby is bigger than this booby. And that's like muscle development. So apparently either my left arm's having to work harder or I'm slightly emphasizing that left side. I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to grow this pec a little bit more. So I'm coming down this way and I've got this hand a little closer to make it harder. So if you saw my push-ups out of line, that's what I'm doing. Let's get this back where it goes. Okay, Pal Gwe 5, and pretty much know it. All right, good. So maybe you can add 4 to that list. I tell you what, Zoe, right after class, do Pal Gwe 3 and 4 again on your own. And if you want to, you can rewind this video and just check and see if you got it correct. But I'll bet you've got it. I bet you've got it. I bet you can really put, next time I ask, you can put 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's half the Pal Gwe, sister. All right, let's hammer on through. So the first move of Pal Gwe 5 goes backwards. This is mirror image. Raise up your right hand. Remember, I mirror, and take your left foot back. Like that. Raise your right hand. Left foot back. Now, all the other times in the form, you're going to have the other leg forward. You're going to raise your left hand like this. All the other times in the form, which is only twice. So the first one, And again, a mirror image. The first one is this. The next two are this. So you can remember that. Okay, so now the first moves. Should be 1, raise your right hand, 1. Now that's a standalone. Now you start your count over. 1 down block, 2 middle block, step back, pressing block, punch. Down block, middle block, pressing block, punch. So down block, middle block, pressing block, punch. Down block, middle block, pressing block, punch. Down block, middle block, pressing block, punch. And just remember, you step back for your pressing block. Then after you're done, I'm starting the form facing that way. In fact, I'll do it mirror image. The hands that's up, you leave it up. And you do your scissors. Then it's super easy. T-block, T-block, height, spear hand. So that's a gimme. That's a freebie when you're starting the form. Okay, so let's take that much. 1, and then down block, middle block, pressing block, punch. Down block, middle block, pressing block, punch. Hand that's up stays up. Scissors block. 2 T-blocks. 1, 2, and a spear hand. Height. All right, you got that? All right, now I'm standing in front of you in class, right? So not left-handed, I'm just doing it in front of you. So I turn, all front stance, block, high punch, like that. And then side kick ready. And notice my legs didn't cross. My left leg is forward, my left leg stays forward. Side kick ready, and then kick, elbow strike. And then middle block. And the same thing other side. Block, punch, punch. Twist around for side kick ready. Kick, elbow, middle block. So let's take it from the beginning. Here we go. 1, and then down block, middle block, pressing block, punch. Down block, middle block, pressing block, punch. Hand that's up stays up. Scissors. 2 T's. 1, 2, and a spear hand. Height, turn, front stance. Block, punch, punch. Twist into a side kick ready. Kick elbow. Step through middle block. Same thing other side. Block, punch, punch. Twist into side kick ready. Kick elbow. Step through middle block. Now we're changing direction, so here comes our next scissors. The hand that's up stays up. Slam it down. Now easy breezy. 2 back stance down blocks. 1, 2, and then a punch. Height. That's easy enough, right? So let's start at the top bar. Height. Block, punch, punch. Twist around, side kick, ready. Kick, elbow, step through middle block. Block, punch, punch. Side kick, ready. Kick, elbow. Step through middle block. Hand that's up, stays up, slam it down. 2 back stance down blocks, and a punch. Height, then easy breezy, just like the beginning. Down block, middle block, pressing block, punch. Down block, middle block, pressing block, punch. And that is Pal Gwe 5. Yes, I got it. I can add it. Very good. Okay. Then hopefully now you've been following me on Pal Gwe 5. So now let's go through Pal Gwe 5. I will go slow and narrate, but I'll still go intensely. All right, here's Pal Gwe 5. Chumi. And 1. And then 1. 2. 3. 4. Down block. Middle block. Pressing block. Punch. Hand that's up stays up. Scissors. 2 T's. Spear hand. Front stance. Block, punch, punch. Side kick ready. kick elbow, step through middle, block, punch, punch, twist around, side kick ready, kick elbow, step through middle block, hand that's up stays up, down blocks, punch, just like the beginning. Down block, middle block, pressing block, punch, paddle, short. Cool, 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 girl. Let's knock out them TWACKS. I'll make sure I'm still streaming. You haven't said anything until yes, I can add it. All right. Let's knock out a TWACK. All right. So tell me in the chat, my dear, if number one, if you're still with me. Number two, if you think you got Pal Gwe 5 a little better now. Salted caramel, baby. The taste of the gods. I can't add 5 yet, but I almost have it. Very good. Very good, Zogan. It's good to know also that you are still with me. I'm seeing what you're seeing right now while I'm talking. I'm seeing you watching me get a drink of salted caramel. That's how far behind I am. That's the delay. All right, so Pal Gwe 6. I will show you again the beginning mirror image. So since it's part of the Pal Gwe system, this first part is similar to Pal Gwe 2 with a block, kick, punch, except it's a middle block. So mirror image, block, middle block, kick, middle punch. Middle block, kick, middle punch. Then coming down the middle, it's almost like Pyongyang 4, except you first do a front stance down block, then you do a block chop. Now, important to note, in Pyongyang 4, you just came off of another technique. Your body is 45 degrees, your technique is straight. In Pal Gwe 6, you're in a front stance. So you should be able to tell by my position whether I'm doing Pyongyang 4 or Pal Gwe 6. So again, the beginning. Middle block, kick, punch, middle block, kick, punch, down block, block chop, and then just like Pyongyang 4, kick, hey! So that much is good, right? Now I'm going to turn around like I'm lined up ahead of you in class. And I just got to here. Height! Now, in Pyongyang 4, we would go 45 degrees. Pal guys don't have all the fancy angles. The Pal guys are more 90 degrees, much more angular, instead of circular with the fancy angles. So here I am, height, I go 90 degrees, and I precede this Pyongyang 4 move with an open hand down block. So down block, and then grab, kick, punch, punch, just like Pyongyang 4. Down block, grab, kick, punch, punch. So let's take it that far, and I'm going to turn around like I'm lined up in front of you in class. So Chumi, middle block, kick, punch. Middle block, kick, punch. Down block, then block chop. Then just like Pyongyang 4, kick, height. Now 90 degrees. Down block, grab, kick, punch, punch. Down block, grab, kick, punch, punch. And this is the one with the screwy thing coming back down the middle. It's just screwy, man. So I'm coming here, middle block, block palm strike. So almost like pin and four, except it's a palm strike. Make sure you don't do this. Make sure it's a middle block, then start everything over here. And instead of this hand coming around, you're going to bring it straight like a punch. So middle block, block palm. And then this is the weirdest thing. Kick, back fist, key up. Height right in the middle of the line. And then kick, high block, and then side kick, middle block, middle block. Again, returning. So I'm coming from right here. Middle block, block palm. And then kick, back fist, key up. Height! And then kick, high block. And then side kick, middle block, middle block. And that's the end of the form, baby. So let's try Pal Gwe 6 all the way through. So to me, here we go. Hey! Hey! Puddle. And short. All right, let's do that twack, baby. All right, we're running out of time. Can't add 5 yet, but I almost have it. Okay, and then there was 6. Okay, for Pal Gwe 7, it's like the odd-numbered high forms start backwards and forwards. So Pal Gwe 5 starts backwards. Pal Gwe 7 starts straight ahead. And it also follows the Pal Gwe 2 pattern of low, middle, high, punch. So with Pal Gwe 7, I'm doing a mirror image now. Double down. Kick. Double middle. Kick. Double high. Except when you make 2 high blocks, it turns out to be a stick block, right? Double down. Kick. Double out. Kick. High stick block. Oh, I forgot to do mirror image. Sorry. Let me do that again. Double down, kick, double out, kick, double high, and then side kick, middle block. That's the opening part. Then, now I'm going to turn around like I'm lined up in front of you in class, okay? So I stop right here, middle block. Now, this is just complicated, dude. I turn, basic 3, scoot over to a front stance, punch, high block. So it's left, right, left, or right, left, right on the other side. And then you step through for a side kick, down block, punch, I think. Let me see. Side kick, down block, punch. Yes. Then the other side. Basic 3, punch, high block. Right, left, right. Side kick, down block, punch. So in the pillons, you don't get one of these back leg side kicks until cordio, until black belt. You never have one in the color belts. With the Pal guys, you do. In this form, it introduces the back leg side kick, like you do in cordio. So it's a little early. They introduced that a little early. So let's look at that top bar again. I just did my middle block. In fact, let's go up to there. So to me, I'm standing in front of you in line. 1, double down, kick, double middle, kick, double high, side kick, middle block. Turn, basic 3, punch, high block. Step through, side kick, down block, punch. Basic 3, punch, high block, side kick, down block, punch. Now, you have a whole little twisty turny thing for coming back down the middle. So I'm going to, just like pin on 5, except you don't step. Stick block, pull out, height. Notice I never stepped. So I just did my basic 3 punch, high block, side kick, down block, punch. And then I'm here, stick block, pull out, height. Then you do the pendulum kick just like in Dawn of the Tiger. I fake this way, I kick this way, I do a down block, usually in beside, pin on 5, we do down block, target, keeping your horse stance. In this one, you do a down block, scoot it over, chop, front stance. Down block, chop. Then you flip it over, you kick it, strike it. Then you skip back, rip out, then you jump up, middle block, scoot it over for a front stance, height, punch. So let's start, actually, let's do the whole form because we're starting to push an hour. I don't want to end up being here more than an hour. Oh, we got a little time since we started late. But here's Pal Gwe 7, really complicated. Yes. Yeah, this form is really complicated. I don't know if you're talking about 6 or 7, but yeah. Yes, on both counts. All right, so Pal Gwe 7, I will narrate and go slowly, even though I will remain intense. So here we go. To me, and down, kick middle, kick double high, side kick middle block. Basic 3, punch, high block. Side kick, down block, punch. Basic 3, punch, high block. Side kick, down block, punch. Stick, pull out, punch, don't step. Pendulum kick, down block, front stance chop. Flip it, kick it, strike it. Skip back, rip out. Jump up, block punch. And that is Pal Gwe 7, and this is a TWACK. I'm going to go knuckles this time, just for variety. All right. Finally, Pal Gwe 8, which is honestly also complicated. So, Pal Gwe 8, the good news is it's 2 Pyongan 1s, easy breezy. Down block, hammer fist, step forward punch. Down block, hammer fist, step forward punch. And then I'm going to turn around facing this way. I'll do it mirror image. Middle block. And just like Pyongan 3, except instead of a hammer fist, you do a back fist back stance. So, middle block, spear hand, turn, back fist back stance, height, punch. Now I'm going to turn back around like I'm lined up in front of you. Let's do that T first. So ping on 1, ping on 1, ping on 3, except a back fist. Hey! Now, I'm going to stay like I'm lined up in front of you in line. We turn, back stance chop. Somebody's grabbed your wrist. So you're going to scoot this foot like a sundial. That way, and you're going to pull to a cat stance. So it's a cat stance 45. So chop, you do a wrist escape, 45 degrees cat stance, and then back straight, sideways elbow, and a block punch, and a ready. So again, like I'm standing in front of you in line, turn, chop, escape, elbow, block punch, ready. Then you skip over and do on the other side. Skip, chop, escape, elbow, block punch, freeze. Now you're going to scooch back and pull your leg straight up. And then kick, elbow, ready. Now I'm going to scooch forward. Remember, I'm standing in front of you in line. And then I'm going to kick, elbow, freeze. Kick, freeze. Now somebody's coming to choke me from the back. So I'm going to pull in my left, bat their hands away, and then I'm going to step forward with my left. Smash their ribs. Then I'm going to do it again with the right. Smash their ribs. Then I'm going to step in, block, and dive over his arm. Here's his arm. I'm diving over it, and I'm going to contain it with my elbow. And I'm going to break it over my back as I elbow him. Cancel Christmas. Then now I'm going to turn around. Then after I've elbowed him, I come up. This is an interim ready, kind of like a Pingwan ready. And then I'll go mirror image. Elbow, skip over like Pingwan 3, but bottom hand open. Just like Pingwan 3, bottom hand open. So it's like Pingwan 3, only you precede it with this. You go left, and then right, left, like that. Okay, let's try Pal Gwe 8. Huddle. And show. So now got a quick TWACKS system. You might have noticed I did 8 more because I wanted to make it an even 100. So let's see, what's 12 times 8? 88. 9, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I could have done 4 more to make it an even 100. I did 8 more because I couldn't get the math straight in my head because I was out of breath. So we've done our 100 push-ups. No problem. And we've plowed through all 8 Paul Guys complete with a thorough tutorial. So now you have got 3 Paul Guys for sure. 1 questionable, but almost there. You can almost say 4. And then 5, 6, 7, and 8. They're just complicated, dude. But you will get them now that you got 4 pretty much down. You're halfway through, girl. Then it's a matter of keeping on hammering. And you might want to save this video after we sign out. I think you can click on this video and then go up in the little star. There's a little star on the browser. You click that and it'll say, where do you want to save this? You can create yourself a folder called Zoe, and then you'll have always a link to this video, because this is hands down the most tutorial I've done on Pal Gwe 8. All right, you guys try to watch a movie on the TV today, Zoe, because I fixed those speakers last night, but I just want to make sure they're not rattling too badly. You might want to wait till your mom's up and then turn it up as high as you can stand it, just to see if the speakers are going to rattle. Let's test them. And you don't have to go 100% or anything, but at least 50%. And then you've got number 4 now. Okay, very good. Very good. I just saw where you have a number 4. 5, 6, 7, 8 are not far behind, girl. You just keep coming to Thursday, early morning workout, and we'll do them in class once in a while too, and you will get them. And that'll be cool. It's a set of forms you don't even need. And technically, you'll be a black belt in 2 styles. You've already done the requisite work, prerequisite work, or whatever, requisite work for everything else, your board breaking, sparring, and all that. So all you would need is the Pal Gwe forms. It's kind of like getting your core curriculum done. If you go to college, every degree requires math, English, history, social studies, etc. And then you do your majors work. Like if you're a music major, you do your music classes. Well, once you've got your core curriculum, the math and stuff done, then adding on degrees is not too hard. You just go and you take, if you want a music degree, the music classes. If you want a math degree, the math classes. If you want a biology degree, the biology classes. And then it's easier to get a secondary degree. So the same thing in martial arts. You've already done your sparring, got your butt kicked and kicked some butt and broke boards and all that. So that part's already done. All you need for all the other degrees is just the forms. So you got the Pyongyang forms. Technically, that's we call it Taekwondo, but really it's a black belt in Tang Soo Do. So then once you get all your Pal Gwe forms down, you got yourself a black belt in Taekwondo too. So really you got 2 black belts. All right, girl, I got to go back over there to my dungeon and do what I get paid to do, my dear. Make sure and watch a movie today. And get mom to let you turn it up as loud as possible. Remember, don't turn it up until she gets up, until she wakes up, so you don't wake her up. And just to test those speakers. And if they work pretty well and they're not fizzling out or anything, then I'll put the back on the TV and that job will be done. All right, sister, remember, everyone who rewinds this, subscribe, like, even click that notification bell. And Miss Zoe, very good to have you for a Wade's Only Early Morning Workout. And I am out of here! This has been a South Miami Taekwondo live stream with Master Jeff. Avoid practicing the techniques you learn in live stream with Master Jeff while drunk, stoned, sloshed, tipsy, buzzed, blotto, slammed, plowed, trolley, play-eyed, hammered, wasted, inebriated, or otherwise intoxicated. Watching live stream with Master Jeff, you acknowledge the possibility, underway all liability for hematoma, laceration, occipital fracture, broken nose, acute mandibular dislocation, strained wrist, hyperextended elbow, broken ribs, bruising, or bleeding, tears, sprains, fractures, dislocated shoulder, or concussion. All rights reserved. Unauthorized presentation and publication strictly prohibited. Are you still watching? I caught you. Love you, sweetie. Bye-bye.